911, what is the nature of your emergency?
Hip-hop is dead. In 06, not said it. Since then, docs and medics been trying to get it shocked and resurrected. But even the gems and the best of the top records are just requiem spent to pay the props and respects that are indebted to the true urban block perspective and aesthetic that we wish it had just been stopped and left it. They forgot and wrecked it with the eclectic blend with the dance, glam, pop, and voices electric and stretch with that's in the tape deck I ejected, reject it, and instead select the message. So who gets credit for the death that makes me wish I was deafened? Should be regretted by whoever led it to bed it. Yeah, I write despite being like white, but I treaded light, cause I recognized that I wasn't quite vetted, right? Attested with no vested interest in street cred, which meant that I wasn't to attempt to mess with the poetic method that the ghetto invented and the legend perfected and cemented. They own the space, I'm just a tenant who read it or heck subletted. And if I was irreverent, it wasn't my intent, and I'm repentant, cause I respect women and men that live the struggle in tenements that have conditions to be lamented. No bread, and I definitely resent when some people just pretend they befriended and represented, though they don't sense they don't know. Yes, ignorance is splendid. I know I'm long-winded, yet here's an unbent truth rendered. Check it. Most ghetto kids never step in a studio to get their pen and pen sentiments presented and vented. This is the 60-something song that I've written, and you never sit and listen to any of the wit I've been spitting. 8th album coming, and I still remain hidden, unbidden, despite the heartstrings I've been hitting with this rhythm. Fires on the mic, I lit him with his tongue wickedly thickened. They try to mimic this kid, but their mold just can't fit him, cause what he's lyrically delivering is significantly different. He's gifted and driven, so stiffen the competition, and he won't give in, but will just persist and glisten in. Risen in wisdom since his days as a crimson, a Christian, dipped in the oil and water of holy chrism, wishing for a world vision through the prism of Boston prison. And if you risk a collision, you better have Michelin, or it'll be your demolition to speak derision against my mission. Each syllable has precision, killing the flow, get a mortician. This dismissive world doesn't even know what it's missing. I'm hinging, open all 8 cylinders, but I don't exhaust. Move more weight and killing it, no matter the cost. Of course I foster the raw force of 444 horse when I endorse Guy Fawkes through these coarse talks, and come across like a professor tossing chalk, stalk you like a hawk. Your chances are worse off than if you were to double cross the sauce. You're lost, I'm a boss, I floss, fly as an albatross. Never pause, but pause forth from these jaws. It's special sauce that cause each line and claws to shine like gloss and draw applause. Clear! Clear! I studied the art, and it struck me as hard. I struggled with the cruddiest start. Creative juices were muddied and parched, but suddenly a spark stunned the dark. Fire from ice like 100-degree in March. No longer just putting for par. They ask, is he nutty or smart? Well, his tongue-in-cheek bark is as bad as his bite that's cutlery sharp. With cunning and snark, he's hunting his mark under green tarp. Snuck in the trunk of a company car in the front of your yard. You can run, flee, or dart to your buddy or guard, but each stunning remark ain't meant to bloody or scar, but disgustingly jar as metaphor strung amongst all these bars, until somebody regard me as the best in the country at large. Okay, it's one dream too far to be lucky and chart amongst all these stars. Fine, I'd humbly depart, but who the heck left Humpty Dumpty in charge? Now rappers crumbling apart, so I'm coming hungry with heart. Taking up the yoke, constructing the ark with lumber, tree bark, stuck with the tar before it's sunk, and we are wishing the young could be part of those listening to what Run D you got and Bun B in part. I don't wanna see one street apart, Deadly's Colombian fart, but we need skinny jeans snuggling the fart of every punk from Plum Beach to Marble Hill. I wanna see some beats startle and thrill your ear and come breach your cartilage till hip-hop the teached and your knowledge is filled. For real. Clear!